you're the main person inviting me to the picnics at your children's home and all, you know.
You were there with me.
Yeah.
There for me. And I'm so thankful.
And your children took to me like your daddy.
Reverend Easley, what are the most powerful memories that you have of the two of us working together here at Clark Atlanta University?
Well, some of that I can't discuss it because it's too personal, but one occasion I really remember when Dizzy Gillespie came and I brought him to your office and introduced him to you. And the other occasion when I brought my brother here with his big cowboy outfit, all of you met him and talked to him, you know, and you always had that pleasant personality. My brother came here to visit me, and so I took him up to Miss Cole's office, and everybody fell in love with him. He's a neat dresser, 6'8", tall guy with his cowboy hat, neat, well, every way, you know. Everybody was amazed. Wow, who's that fellow? You know, Reverend walking down the hall, and then go to your hall, they said, well, Karen knows him?
Yeah. You have impacted my life, my family's life, and not to mention all of these students at Clark College, at Clark Atlanta University. You're kind, loving, thoughtful, and so very humorous. I can remember days that there were students who didn't even have money to purchase their meals in the cafeteria. And then I would see Reverend Easley walking along campus with about 10 or 15 students, headed to the cafeteria and paid for their lunches. I thought that was just out of the ordinary. Recently I had surgery, and of course Reverend Easley was there. Anything that I thought that I would need from words of comfort, he was there to provide it. He would even pick me up from my office and take me to my doctor's visit. And that is still out of the ordinary for someone whom I've worked with. And being a member of the church. So, I mean, you just can't ask for a better person to be a part of your life. I'm so thankful. I will forever be grateful to you for all of the things that you've done in my life, my family's life, and I wish you well.
Thanks, I love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
But you meant so much to not only my ministry here, but not only my ministry, but when I just worked here at the school I could depend on you. So I want to thank you for that too. So I don't know what memories you've had of me here, and keep it low, but
I can't keep it low.
Oh no, yeah.
Then it won't be what the relationship was truly about.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
Well, you know how close we've been, and
yeah.
From your time starting here, I would go out to Fort Mac with you and do your programs there, and that was an honor for me.
With the choir.
And that was the Clark College experience, and always helping you here with programs.
And that brought together the gospel and Philharmonic choirs because of that trip too. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then you know what you did. You, when I left Clark College to go, and left Clark Atlanta to go to North Carolina, our relationship was so strong, as you know, professionally it was strong, but then we developed that strong friendship. And then you teased me, you fooled me. I got in North Carolina, you told me if I'd come back to Atlanta, you'd marry me. And I moved all the way back to Atlanta, and you married somebody else. Just broke my heart. But we still love each other.
Okay.
All seriousness, you've been a very good friend, very supportive. You've been with me through many of my life cycle events from the time we met, you know, from birth of my children to death of mother and father. You've always been there for me, and that's been very endearing for me, you know, because I know that you care about me. And then you call me just out of the clear blue sometimes to just let me know that you're thinking about me, just to see what my well-being, you know, about my well-being, and that's important to me.
Right.
I mean, you have been a very, very dear friend, even though you didn't marry me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still your woman. What can I say? I'll always be that dear friend.
Thank you. I appreciate you very much. I love you too. Well, when I first came to college, you know, the music department was important to me because I forget her name now.
Dr. Robinson.
Dr. Robinson. Yeah.
Yes.
She had some problems with her car, and asked me what I could do, and I wind up working on the car and fixing the car, and then I would travel with the Philharmonic Choir when they would sing. Had the concerts here in the auditorium because we had to coordinate that with the Christmas programs that we'd have, and so everything worked out. And I was close to the music department because of the administrative assistant there, and you particularly. Oh, I could call on you to do special music when we went out to Fort Mac, you know, and Fort Gillem, you know. Oh, they were moved with you. You were the key to the program because of your singing and all, you know. And there was an integrated group there out there in the military. And so that was a blessing because a lot of the troopers didn't have that type of music in awareness around the chapels there on the base or around the area. And that sparked them and helped them. You never know how it impacted her life. And your personality, I guess a lot of them felt, hey, I like to know her, you know.
And another song you always liked was I Asked the Lord.
Right, that's
and,
true.
You know, I just know how it touched you each time I sang those songs. What you want me to say?
Anything that you comfortable with.
I look at you and I see the one God chose for me. What did I do to deserve all I have received? In spite of all you see, I know your love is true. God knew that I needed you. See?
I know it can be a blushing all in.
Now you know you can't turn red, you gotta turn maroon.
I know it is.
And then I learned how to laugh like you.
I know.
I was laughing one day and Galen said, "You sound like Reverend Easley."
Oh, she
I said,
did.
"That's my man."
But I knew her. I didn't know that was the bishop's daughter that was my bishop until I came later on. But her father, Bishop Prince Taylor, was a Liberian bishop, and she had been to Liberia.
No, he was not a Liberian bishop.
No, he had been into Liberia. I'm sorry, I apologize.
That was his area.
Yeah, his area. Yeah.
So that's where we meet, really, is that our concern and work with students. While academics are important, it is getting them through all of the trials and tribulations that they come with, that we help them to work through and to get through. And Paul worked with our youngsters in that manner, which was so rewarding for our students. So that's really how I see him, is really working with the students. And then, I don't know how you did it, but you really brought up and brought out our Sunday services.
Yes.
You remember how packed they were?
Yes,
Not just with Clark students, but it was with students from the whole community. They would come because they felt revived and renewed when they left. And you really put the edge on that service. And then after you left us, the person who came after you, Herbert, he felt that too, so it did not drop, which meant that you had developed a foundation for that to be continued. I like the way that you also worked with faculty. uh, they had problems too, just like our students do. And you were always there to help them through their misery. And I appreciate you so much for that. Yes, I do get upset with you when you always point to me and label me with my father.
You have impacted so many students' lives, Dr. Jenkins, honestly. I remember one time we were walking down the walkway there, and it's a homecoming, I think it was, and we started dancing. And you said, well, I think that's a little tired there, both of us.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, we used to dance.
I know it together. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh, Lord, we used to have fun then.
I know, yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of folks talking about that, and maybe my mother would always, people would introduce and say, this is Taylor, and they would say, hey, and then they say, Prince Taylor's wife, and then they turn, and my mother would say, don't worry about it. I'm somebody in my own right.
Yeah,
and
true.
I think that's what I don't particularly like to be branded.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I want to be in my own right.
Yes.
But I know why you do it.
Yes,
But and and you do it so loud, Papa. But I forgive you.
Okay, then I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
But you know, you have done so much for so many, and so often you don't know it and you don't realize it. And this gives us an opportunity to say to you, thank you. Because many times, I know I have a hot temper. Yes, but I've learned how to calm it. And in some ways you didn't know it, but you helped. Because one of the things that I had to do as a child was to learn how to handle that temper. And there were different things, you weren't aware of it. There were different things that different people did that helped me to keep that calm.
Yes, ma'am.
And you did some of those things without knowing, not knowing that that was helpful for me, so that I would not go into the rage. But you have doing very well right through here. Hope your health continues to be good.
Yes,
Obey the doctors.
yes.
Sometimes it's hard to do, I know.
Yes, ma'am.
But keep on keeping on, because life wants you to use yourself and not just sit. Dad often told me the story about one of his colleague bishops who retired, and Dad said, well, now so-and-so, what are you going to do? He said, oh, Prince, I'm going home, I'm going to sit and I'm going to rock. He said, what else you going to do? You not going to do anything? He said, no, I'm going to sit and I'm going to rock. Dad said, first 6 months he sat and he rocked and he rocked. Then starting the next 6 months, he started to rock it, but he rocked on to the grave.
Yeah.
And his story was, you don't rock to the grave, you stay on your feet and work. Work so that you keep your brain active, you keep your friends close, and he said, by the way, keep your friends young, because they will be younger, because you're going to live longer. So remember that.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess in a way he was saying you keep the faith and you keep active. not only physically, but mentally too. So see, if that bishop had kept active, he might have still been here.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I love you.
So stay active.
That's right.
There's a principle to it. Why you think I'm still working?
Love you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jenkins. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Yes, sir.